Hello, my name is Wahkeena Sitka, and I am here to share with you a few thoughts and a little bit of my story and my experience with regards to Buxom Lip Gloss. As you can see, I have 4 full-size Buxom lip glosses, and these are made by Bare Essentials. And this video is not a tutorial, it is not a review necessarily. It is simply sharing a little bit of my story and my experience with these amazing lip glosses, which has not been positive, unfortunately, despite the fact that these are insanely gorgeous lip glosses. So I'm here to show you a little bit of my story because I had a really nasty allergic reaction to these lip glosses, and I'm going to just tell you a little bit of my story. My relationship to the Buxom lip glosses began actually in February when I ordered a kit from Sephora's website, the Buxom Side Kits kit, and it came with a full size of Buxom mascara and then also these 2 sample sizes of Buxom lip gloss. And I used mostly this Dolly one predominantly. I used this one for like maybe most of like several weeks, like 3 weeks, and I used it a lot. I really loved it. I thought it was gorgeous, I thought it was great. I was truly impressed with these lip glosses and totally swore by them, fell in love with them. But within a week of receiving them and beginning to use them, I started to notice an insanely, horrifyingly, horrendous, nasty lip condition that I had never experienced in my entire life before, ever. And at first I thought it was like a herpes outbreak because the outer corners of my lips, like right here, they started cracking and bleeding. And then the entire perimeter of my lip became completely inflamed. It was bright red. My lips looked like they were swollen to 3 times their normal size. And as you can see, I have pretty big lips to begin with. So I mean, it looked like my lips were pumped full of like collagen and Botox or something. I mean, it was just like big, huge, swollen, burning, painful, red, bleeding out the corners. It was horrifying. It was so painful, and it lasted 3.5 weeks or something. I thought it would never go away, and then finally I basically stopped using these. I stopped using these after like 2 weeks or something, and I used exclusively like some really nice natural lip balms. I have some really great lip balms that I use. One is by Sacred Earth. I'll show you. I'm a bit of a lip junkie, aficionado sort of person, and I tend to go for really all natural stuff. And I'm a very like natural and organic person. I eat really natural, healthy, organic food. And when it comes to my makeup and cosmetics, I've been sticking to Bare Essentials and Tarte, a little bit of Josie Maran, a little bit of other stuff. But I've been trying to keep it really clean and green as much as possible whenever I use cosmetics. So basically I was sticking to using this by Sacred Earth Botanicals. This is an amazing lip balm. And I was also using this calendula lip balm by the Super Salve company. And this is amazing. They have also this in Comfrey, so I've been using these a lot. And I really like those lip balms, and they really helped my lips heal tremendously. Especially, I think this one was really the best one for my lips, and I've been using this a lot. So yeah, my lips were in a lot of pain, and after using these like sort of calming, soothing, very natural, very like benign lip balms, such as, I mean, this one has like calendula flowers, jojoba, olive oil, vitamin E, beeswax, mango butter, cocoa butter, and tangerine and sweet orange, and it's just like really gentle. So after I stopped using the Buxom lip glosses, after I stopped using these and I use only those lip balms, the symptoms slowly began to recede and just dissipate, but it took about 3 weeks to 3.5 weeks roughly. And it was really painful. Like I said, burning, red, inflamed, bleeding, swollen, just nasty, nasty, nasty. I mean, I would like wake up in the morning and my lips would be dry and cracked and hard and just like the worst thing in the world to wake up to first thing in the morning. So, but at the time I didn't realize that what was causing it was the lip glosses. And I ended up, after my lips got back to normal and, they kind of calmed down, I ended up buying 4 full-size Buxom lip glosses because I didn't realize that this was the culprit. But this stuff was so beautiful, and the first one that I bought was this one. I got this at a Sephora store, and this one is Serena, and it's gorgeous. This is like my favorite lip gloss ever, maybe. It's just absolutely stunning. I'm completely sad that I can't wear it anymore. And it's gorgeous, and I basically bought this as a trial. And I bought this before I bought the other 3 because I wanted to see how my lips were going to react to this product. And it was fine for a while. And then I basically got these other 3 all in one day at a Bare Essentials store in New York. And then I came home, back to Oregon, and a few weeks later, maybe like a week and a half later, I came home and all of a sudden it was the same thing all over again. And during that period of time, I have to say I was wearing these every single day. I mean, like, I was wearing them consistently, not like occasional use. I was using them every day, a lot. And the thing is that, these lip glosses, they make your lips tingle. They kind of, they're lip plumping lip glosses, and one of the things that I came to discover when I did a little bit of research on them is that these lip plumping lip glosses are intentionally trying to inflame the lip and increase the size by kind of disturbing the collagen on the lips, and they use all sorts of different things that kind of like basically tingle and inflame the lips in order to make them plumper. And after my most recent outbreak in May, I did some research because it was just so horrifyingly bad. Like, my experiences were just so bad, and I just felt so frustrated by this reoccurring sensitivity and pain that I was just like, what is going on? So I did some research on lip inflammation, and that's when I discovered that I am in fact just one of like hundreds if not thousands of women around the country who has used different lip plumping lip glosses and had the same exact reaction. I read story after story after story after story after story of like the same exact conditions, the same exact symptoms on the lips. And that's when I realized it wasn't just me, it wasn't some kind of medical condition, it wasn't herpes, it wasn't anything, it was just a reaction, some kind of an allergic reaction to the chemicals that they're using in these amazing lip glosses that is causing that it creates the plumping effect. And that's when I realized that I'm just like, screw this, I have to return these lip glosses because these are really painful. They're creating like this horrible condition for me that I just can't deal with anymore. So I'm really sad because, like I said, I mean, to me, these lip glosses were like liquid gold. These are gorgeous, they look amazing on, they're stunning. Like this one, Vanessa, is an insanely gorgeous full coverage, like deep wine color. This Sophia is like a deep full coverage, almost like a coral pink or something. It's just gorgeous. I mean, these glosses are just stunning, and I love them, and I'm so sad to have to return them, but I have to return them because there's no way in hell that I am ever going to wear them again, because I cannot risk put myself at risk of having that condition anymore. And in fact, I'm still in recovery from my latest round of like lip sensitivity. You can probably see if I get really close, there's like been a whole bunch of cracking and bumps around the perimeter here. I mean, basically like this whole area around the edges, like the inner corner and edges of my lips has been so painful and sensitive, and like this last round has been healing for like the last week and a half or so, and it's making me really even more conscientious about what I put on my face, cosmetics, and how I'm like, you know, putting it on. And I'm really trying to use the most conscientious products on the market as much as possible. Natural products. I'm really curious right now about Tarte. I have like the illuminating serum on, and also like a Tarte 12-hour Amazonian clay blush on, as well as Josie Maran eyeliner and some Bare Essentials eyeshadow and a Buxom mascara. And I want to use like the most natural products in the market because my face is very sensitive. I'm very sensitive, and I really want it to be really natural and non-toxic. And anyway, that's just a little bit of my thoughts. And you know, I don't assume that everybody's gonna have the same reaction to these Buxom lip polishes. You know, maybe my experience was dramatic, and I don't want to scare anybody, but I also want you to know out there, if there's somebody out there who's on YouTube looking for somebody else who had a bad experience with the Buxom lip polishes and had like a really bad outbreak, I want you to know that you're not alone. So I experienced it. It was horrifying. It was absolutely horrifying. It was just like the worst. And I'm really sorry if you're going through it too, and just know that you're not crazy and you're not alone, and that there's a lot of other women who are having these kinds of allergic reaction to the chemicals that they put in plumping lip glosses. So be conscientious and be a smart shopper and smart consumer, and you know, use stuff that's going to be really natural and isn't going to inflame your lip. And that's what I'm going for from here on out. It's like totally natural, totally non-inflammatory, and really gentle. So anyway, that's my thought for the day. Blessings and thank you.